can one of the world's best putting coaches help me with my putting? Let's get cracking. So, Phil has his own range of training aids under the Visio by Phil Kenyon brand. And the first training aid he sent me is a putting template. Now, you will have seen lots of pros on the TV when you see them practicing their putting before they go out using this product. Okay, so we've got a template here. I'm going to show you everything that you get. So we get the template, and then in here we get some gates, one of 60mm, 155 and 150, so all getting a little bit narrower. You also get 2 blocks. That's for when you're on a surface where you can't push it into the green. More about that later. And you also get a tape measure. So if you really want to measure the distance of putts that you are practicing on the range, or to make sure that you are practicing the same length putt all the time, every time you come down and you practice your putting. Okay, so that's everything you get with the template. Let's see how you actually use it. Okay, so I've got the setup here now with the mat template on the floor, the gate in the front, and 2 pegs holding it down at the back. Okay, now as you look down, you have this amazing visual of the arc of your putter that you can follow with the line on the top of your putter. And then if you follow that line and hit it purely through the gate, and you've got it all set up right, then the ball goes in the hole. And this is, if your stroke isn't pure, you will hit the gate, okay? But let me play you the voicemail message that I got actually from Phil Kenyon himself, telling me or giving me some advice on how to use this template the best way.
Very good, my friend. Just one little bit of advice: just be careful that you don't push the gate deep too down, and then that kind of creases the template. Yeah, I often just stick the gate very, very lightly into those holes. And then a good thing with a template, or one of the things it's designed to do, is like video your stroke from above. So directly from above, you could do it in slow motion, but video the stroke so that you can then compare like the travel of the sweet spot, the club face, relative to the markings. So you can see like the rotation of the putter, the path, etc. And then start to appreciate, is there, a bias as to what the club face is doing, a tendency to start the ball on a certain direction. Obviously, if you're hitting the ball through the gate pretty clean, the club face control is going to be pretty good. And then if that is the case and you're nailing it through the gate all the time, then if you're struggling with your putting, it's likely down to your speed or read, or how you aim the putter when you get that off that device. So this device really is only giving you feedback on your stroke. But like I say, if you film yourself from above, you can get a good sense of the general pattern of your stroke and if anything needs to be addressed.
Okay, so you heard it straight from the horse's mouth there. God knows how much that would actually cost me to get this sort of advice from one of the world's best putting coaches. And I really appreciate Phil helping me out. But, that is what you need to do. This is all about grooving your stroke. But also, I have this added problem where I don't get enough time because of my job and family commitments to actually come down here and work on my game. So he sent me something else, which is going to help me solve that problem. And we're going to take a look at that right now. So this is the training aid that I think is going to make all the difference for me. So this is the Visio putting mat. And this is what I think is going to make all the difference for me to be able to work on my putting in a proper kind of structured way without being able to go to the golf course. So there's all kinds of markings on here, which are great. There's all sort of things here, reference points for your putter being square. There's a thing here where you can practice your lag putting to different distances along here. But the one that I use are these dots here down this side, because as you heard Phil say when we were on the putting green, if you can consistently hit it through these gates, then that is telling you that your putting stroke is very solid and reliable. So I always start going to the first dot here. Now, to be honest with you, if you're hitting the gate here, you've got some pretty drastic putting problems. But I always just start with just hitting 3 through the gate. Okay, but then I move it up to the next one, to there. And then we go again and hit 3 again. And I just keep kind of repeating this just so I know that my putting stroke is actually repeating and reliable. You know, if you're coming through with a slightly open or closed club face here, you are going to clip or hit that gate. Okay, so this is just a great little thing for me to just keep working on my stroke and build my confidence up that I am starting my putts on my start line because my stroke is solid. A lot of my putting problems this year have been that I've just not had that confidence that my stroke is actually being that reliable. And then that's breed into being a little bit cautious and not being very sort of authoritative with my putts. I'm kind of lag putting all the time. So being able to do this is going to make a massive difference. And this training aid really is something that I think if you've got limited time to practice, this is an amazing piece of equipment that you can use at home. You can, of course, as well, use your putting template on the putting mat. So you simply just put it down and then line up your gate with the holes at the end of the putting template, like so. And now at home, you're replicating your practice drill from the putting green. And now you've got that great visual on the putting mat to just work on your stroke and just hit it through that gate. Again, this is all just fantastic for, you know, working on your stroke. Okay, so now you can see how I've got 2 great products for helping work on my putting here on the putting green, but also be able to do it at home as well. I can't tell you how many great reference points there is on this putting template. First one is making sure that your club face is square. I think that I've had a closed club face, and that's why I've been missing a lot of putts to the left, and I can see that now. Then you've also got this arc for your putting stroke, for making sure that your putting stroke's coming through on the right line. And then obviously you've got the feedback from going through the gate as well to build confidence in your stroke. It really is a fantastic training aid, and if you want to work on your putting, I really couldn't recommend it enough because it just builds confidence. So just another reminder that Phil Kenyon and Visio are a brand partner of the channel. You can become a member of the channel. Have a look at the information in the description. You can help contribute to the channel, help me to produce more and better content for you, but also you can get offers and benefits on all of Phil Kenyon's putting training aids. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it interesting. I hope if you're struggling with your putting, you can see in these products that there's some great chances for you to improve your putting in the future. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.